¿Qué pasa, YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today another post-narrated Wi-Fi battle, and this time it is going to be against one of my subscribers and followers on Twitch. I had this match during one of my live streams, so if you guys would like to battle me, make sure to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. Both of those links are down in the description for you guys to go check out, along with some other links that you may enjoy. Now, I do want to mess around with the quality settings on my Wi-Fi battles, so hopefully not the next match, but a couple matches in, I will be able to get better quality for you guys in these Wi-Fi battles. So if the quality of the match looks a little bit bad, then don't worry, it will be improved over time. So going into this matchup, easily the biggest threat I saw that he would have on his team was going to be that Muck. I literally have nothing for Muck on this team, especially because it is now a dark type in Alola, which means not even my Aegislash will be able to deal with it. However, though, I am running a rain team, so I'm really hoping that Circuitries and my Poliwrath will be able to put in a lot of work. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with my Circuitries, seeing that he had nothing to stop me from freely volt switching. I should be faster than his entire team because I am Scarfed, as he ends up leading off with the Decidueye. He outspeeds me, which automatically tells me, hey, this thing is Choice Scarf, which is kind of interesting because I've never seen a Choice Scarf Decidueye until now, as he's going to bring in his Executor. This is 4 times resisted, and surprisingly enough, it still actually does around like 10%, which is pretty impressive if you ask me, especially again because that is 4 times resisted. I can Volt Switch into my Mamoswine, and I'm very positive that he's not going to want to stay in against my Mamoswine because I could easily hit him up with an Icicle Crash. So I am going to take this opportunity to go ahead and get up my rocks, as he's going to make a hard switch into the Celesteela, which can kind of take on Mamoswine 1v1, especially because I'm actually a Focus Sash variant and not a Life Orb variant. So I'm going to take this chance to switch into my Pelipper, go ahead and get up my Rain, expecting him to most likely want to Giga Drain or go for the Leech Seed. I am a modest Choice Specs Pelipper in the Rain, and I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, and just look at how much damage that is a Celesteela, and that did easily like 65%, as he's going to be doing roughly around the same amount back to me with the Nair Slash. This is fine though, I will be able to outspeed him and knock him out with one more Hydro Pump. However though, he is going to take the chance to switch in to his Executor, and I am going to miss Hydro Pump, I guess kind of making up for that Fire Blast miss. It's okay though, seeing as I do have my Aegislash, which should be able to take this on 1v1. Like, I'm really not too concerned about what Executor wants to do to me, and I end up making a bit of a misplay here, and what I should have really done was switch directly into my Pelipper, because I thought that he was going to go for the Flamethrower and not have Earthquake. So I was going to go for the Flash Cannon, take the Flamethrower in the Rain, and then go for the King Shield. However though, I completely forgot about the fact that Executor can even learn Earthquake, and because I'm not in my shield form, I just die. And again, I should have switched into Pelipper here. The good thing about this though is that my Rain ends, and I can get my Rain back up by switching into Pelipper. Again, I am modest Choice Specs Pelipper, and I have Hurricane, and I'm definitely going to go straight for that. At this point, with rocks being up, Celesteela will not be able to safely switch into 2 hits, and he knows this, so he's going to go ahead and just fodder off his Executor, which is a-okay with me. That is one less thing that I now have to worry about, as he's going to end up bringing in his Kommo-o. I was very, very scared that this could possibly be a setup Kommo-o, but I do still have use for my Pelipper later in this match. So as long as he doesn't have Poison Jab, it should be fine, as I'm going to switch directly into my Tapu Bulu. Even if he was a specially offensive set and he did predict me to bring in Tapu Bulu, it's not that bad because Rain is up, which means Flamethrower, even if he specs, will not be able to do much damage to me, and I do have leftovers and Grassy Terrain to recover HP, because this is actually a bulk up Tapu Bulu. Now, predicting him to want to switch out, knowing that he can't knock me out with any one hit, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Leech Seed, as he does actually end up bringing in the Celesteela, which at this point, thanks to the Leech Seed recovery, I will be able to put him in range of where a offensive move from me will be able to knock him out. And I do carry Brick Break on the set because it's more of a coverage move. It's really nice because it's a bulk up set, which I want to show off in more matches in the future. So we're able to knock out the Celesteela, as of course in comes the Muck again. I have no switch-ins to this, and he's going to make a very good play here, knowing that I'm not going to stay in to take a possible poison jab or gunk shot and switch out. He's going to predict my switch, and he's going to knock off, doing about 50% to my Mamoswine. Above that, he's able to get the poison touch, which is a little bit annoying, but in the long run of the match, it's not game-changing at all, and the poison damage is kind of nullified there thanks to the grassy terrain. And now I'm in a pretty good scenario of where I can honestly just go for Earthquake. Like, I don't need to predict at this point. Even if he wants to bring in his Decidueye as he does here, I will be able to then just Ice Shard the following turn. And there was really nothing else on his team that he could switch into besides this Decidueye, which, because I am Adamant max attack and I was able to get off this Earthquake damage and the Stealth Rock's damage, I'm going to put him in range of where an Ice Shard is actually going to be able to knock him out. Now, I did not think Ice Shard would have been strong enough to finish off this Decidueye, but I'm guessing I just underestimated the power of Mamoswine. So regardless, I will be able to pick him off here with this Ice Shard, allowing me to save my Mamoswine for later in this match, most likely as death fodder for that Muck, because it is such a giant problem. And of course, speaking of the Muck, he's going to take this chance to just bring it back in. Now, I thought this was a little bit odd, and the only reason he would have brought this in was to go for a priority type move. So expecting him to Shadow Sneak, I'm actually going to go for the Ice Shard, because I thought that Shadow Sneak was going to be able to knock me out. But no, I do manage to live. But I fall to the Toxic, and I should have gone for the Earthquake because I would have been able to knock out this Muck, and I still have to deal with it. And at this point, my best way to get rid of this Muck is to bring in my Circuitries. I know that a Thunderbolt will not be able to knock him out, but that's fine. All I need to do is just get off enough damage on this Muck to put him in range of where an attack from either my Pelipper or my Poliwrath will 100% be able to knock him out, which is exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to take this chance to bring in my Poliwrath. Even though I don't have the rain up, it's fine. Nothing on his team is switching into any move that I want to go for with my Poliwrath. There was also the chance I could have gone for the Ice Punch, so I was very positive that he wouldn't want to bring in the Komodo, as I'm able to get rid of this Muck finally, and it's looking like this match could be in my favor depending on how things go. As in comes the Komodo, I have no switch-ins to this at this point if he does predict correctly. So again, I'm gonna make the safe switch back into my Tapu Bulu. Even though the rain is not up, I still want to say I can live 2 flamethrowers thanks to my grassy terrain and thanks to the fact that Tapu Bulu is pretty bulky, but he does end up going for the clanging scale once more. I also thought about bringing in my Pelipper, so him going for the clanging scale wasn't a bad play there. It was more of a 50-50 on if I would bring in Tapu Bulu or bring in Pelipper, and I got lucky and got the 50-50 correctly, as I'm going to take this opportunity to go for the Leech Seed. I was so close to pulling a double switch into my Pelipper to get up my rain, but on the off chance that he wasn't a choice variant, I didn't want to do that, and I'm going to be able to catch the incoming Salazzle here, and I'm going to take this chance to switch directly into my Pelipper in hopes that he would go for the Sludge Bomb or the Sludge Wave to knock me out, then allowing me to bring in my Poliwrath in rain and clean up the match. However, though, he knows that I can't pick him off with any one move coming from my Tapu Bulu, so he's going to take this opportunity to go for the Nasty Plot and waste one of my rain turns, seeing as I did switch directly into Pelipper. Now, I do need to keep Tapu Bulu around because it is really the only thing I have to be able to beat that Komodo 1v1 outside of rain. So another reason why he most likely did go for the Nasty Plot there, as he is going to be able to knock me out with the Sludge Wave. It is okay. I am not worried. I am not worried because I got Matanza. I got Poliwrath. Swift Swim in the rain about to come through, and I will be able to knock him out with any move that I want to go for. And I went for the Earthquake just to be on the safe side because knowing my luck, he would have lived a waterfall in the rain, and luckily Earthquake is 4 times super effective. At this point, his last Pokemon is his Komodo, which honestly, I don't think that he can do anything to beat the combination of Poliwrath and Tapu Bulu at this point, unless he is not a choice variant of Kommo-o. And I'm just gonna go for the waterfall, trying to get off as much damage as I could before he was able to knock me out, as he's gonna go for the clanging scale. Much to my surprise, I'm actually able to live this, and live this above 50% HP, so I could have gone for the Z belly drum in the rain, and I'm just gonna go for it now because I'm very positive that he is a choice variant of Kommo-o. And again, I don't think he will be able to beat my bulky Tapu Bulu 1v1 because I do have grassy terrain and I do have the leech seed. So what I'm going to do here is just go for the belly drum on the off chance that my rain didn't end this turn, but I was very positive that it would end. Regardless though, it's not that big of an issue because his Kommo-o, as you're about to find out, after he knocks out my Poliwrath, is actually locked into clanging scale, and he can't switch up his moves. And because Tapu Bulu is of course a fairy type, I am not affected by the clanging scale, so I will be able to beat this Kommo-o 1v1 100% of the time, and that is basically going to be the match. This actually turned out to be a lot better of a game than I was hoping for. I really wanted to show off Poliwrath a bit, but maybe I'll get to show him off in some future battles. And man, Alola Muck is such a threat. I was not worried about Muck until I saw it come in, and I was like, well, what are my switch-ins? It's basically death fodder. So yeah, good game to Eric. Let me know what your channel and Twitter link are, man. Leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to add them in the description. Thank you all guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you are excited for more Wi-Fi battles to come. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Later, everybody.
Nothing. This hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping.